guys, this is what we're making today. The Sakina Bifold wallet by Craftfully Made. Very, very cute. You have a snap closure. On the back, you have a little zipper pocket, fully lined. Little, just for a few coins or maybe a key. And then I used a magnetic snap, 14 millimeter magnetic snap. You have 3 card slots here, fully functional. You open it up, you have 2 card slots here. You have a slip pocket here, another slip pocket, and an ID window. And then you have a cash slot. For such a small little wallet, it holds a punch. Now, I said when I first started this, you'll hear it, that I didn't think I was going to edge coat it, but I think I will edge coat it. I think it'll make all the difference. So that will take some time to edge coat all the way around. The Sakina Bifold wallet by Craftfully Made. Go get the pattern. Let's make it together. Hello, this is Barbie with Jeannie's Designs, and you'll see the finished product before this segment, but this is what we're making, the Sakina Bifold wallet by Craftfully Made. It's a pattern that she released this year. It's just a simple little wallet with credit card slots, a money section, a bills for dollar bills, etc., and a little zipper pocket. And some slip pockets. It looks very cute. It's raw edge, which I think I will edge paint it. I am using cork and waterproof canvas. So these are the 2 corks that I'm using. Some of Lauren Mormino's and then some really pretty aqua cork. And then purple for the lining. I know, I'm going crazy. But it's got purple in here. There's purple in this piece. See it? So let's get started. There are a lot of pieces, but I think she gives good directions. I haven't made it before, so let's get started. All right, so there is a fair amount of prep. Here, let me turn these over. Sorry. So for your external lining, you want to put your Decaville light. I use Lux Fuse, which is the same thing, basically. Decaville light as per her directions. So that's the external lining piece J. The interior lining backing pattern piece M also gets some Decaville light. The other thing that you need to really pay attention to, it says here, cut with right side down if fabric is right side down. That's really important, and it has that on a fair amount of pieces, so pay attention to that. And then on your center contrast pattern piece H, that also gets some Decaville. Okay. For the pattern piece C, which is your exterior front and back, there are marks that need to be made on the front, and then obviously you need to cut out your zipper window. And then a line up from the bottom, put a piece of double-sided tape, and mark for your snap. Okay? And then I already just prepped my zipper. Okay. For, let's see, pattern piece E is the upper slip pocket, and that gets your card slots. So I already cut those and put my holes there. All right. Your ID window, I did already cut that out as well. And then for our tab, I double-sided taped 2 pieces together. So I cut one out and then I put it on there, another piece, wrong sides together. I'm going to stitch that and then I'll trim it up. So there's a fair amount of prep that needs to be done. It doesn't take that long. It's just, it's the first time I've done it, so it took a little time. All right, so I'm going to start with my tab, and I did put a little piece of Decaville Heavy in here, just to give, I'm using a 14 millimeter magnetic snap, so let's stitch this all the way around. And I'm back stitching at the top short edge so you don't see the back stitching. There you go, one more tiny. There we go. You don't want to put your snap on until after you've sewn it either, because it'll be probably hard to get around. Okay. Much easier to do this than to try and do it at, you know, in one piece where everything is perfect. So now I'm just going to trim it up. Now, like I said in the intro, I am, because this is my first one, I'll see, but I don't plan to edge coat it. We'll see. This is a piece of cork, so I am just going to give a quick burn to my edges. All right, now let's add our hole for our magnetic rivet. Gonna be a bit of noise. Let me make sure I got it centered. Perfect. All right. One little magnetic snap. And this one I am putting the male portion of my snap on. Just like that. I'm going to go press it. All right, so you need piece C and piece O. Piece O is your zipper pocket, and piece C is your exterior front and back. This is the one with the zipper hole in it, and then you should have two lines on the front. I did put a piece of Decaville Heavy for the other portion of my snap, and then a line on the she calls this the top, and we're going to fold that down, take the paper off. Oh, here's my snap. That looks really good. And we're going to fold that down and top stitch. 1/8 of an inch. Now I'm back stitching. You could certainly pull this to the back. If I was doing leather, I would pull it to the back, but I'm not, so. Now, I am going to add my other part of my snap. Right there, and I'll go press it. All right, so take your zipper. Make sure with your pattern piece with the bottom, this is considered the bottom, your snap is considered the top. Take your tape off with the zipper pull oriented going towards the left. And we're just going to add it nice and even in there. I have to do it down here so I can see what I'm doing. Get your little zipper pull out of the way. Perfect. Okay, so that's what you should have. Now take your pocket lining and you're going to add another little piece of tape. There's quite a bit of tape on this, so just keep something handy for your needle. On the bottom here, take the paper off, and we're going to add it going up. Okay. I'm just reading the directions as I go. Let's see. Then we're going to sew just across the bottom. And I'm going to start 1/8 of an inch. I'm going to mark it 1/8 of an inch on either side. I gotta get a marker that I can see.
Yeah. He put it in some jobs, man, that he used to be like, come on, Todd. You serious? Never know, man.
Okay. There we go. Now I'm going to pull those threads to the back. And I'm going to stop where I marked it on the other side, 1/8 of an inch beyond my zipper, and then I'm going to tie those off in the back. You could backstitch, you don't have to do it, but you know, why not? Now, we're going to add another piece of tape right there. And we're going to fold that down. Just like that. And tape it. Perfect. Then we're going to add another piece of tape to the top of your zipper back, and we're going to bring that lining piece up. Just make sure you get your ends even. There we go. Then we're going to start where we stopped here. It's hard to see. And go up and back down. And I am going to pull those threads to the back again. And come across the top. And stop where you started. Pull those to the back and tie them off. And then we'll do some trimming here. All right, now we're going to trim all this. Oh, first we're going to close our pocket. Yeah. Okay. And trim any excess. Perfect. And do that on the other side. Tiny little pocket. We got an air conditioning guy here if you can hear a bunch of talking. It's working, we're just having some service. So it stays working. Okay, now you have your little zipper pocket. Now I cut my zipper tape. So whenever you do that, I always burn the ends. Let's see how it looks. Tiny little zipper pocket. Just enough for a key or a few coins. That's all you need. So the next step is, in each section, she tells you each piece that you need, which is a beautiful thing. So on your pieces, we're going to take pattern piece B, which is upper and middle card slots. On the back, draw the line from the pattern piece on both of them, and then from the top, mark down and put a piece of double-sided tape. Take the tape off. There's two of these. If you can get your tape off, it's a beautiful thing. And fold that down, and then we'll top stitch. Yeah. It's a small little thing, so depending on your tape and your materials will determine if it holds. You might just have to clip it until you top stitch it. Yeah. Then want to stay. So let's do this one. Okay, fold that down. And top stitch. And I'm back stitching. You don't go all the way down, you go just until you reach those little tabs. Okay, so I'm going to repeat that on this one. Alrighty. Okay. Now I'm burning my little threads as I go along. Okay. So there are those two. The next step is take your pattern piece K, which is the exterior lining back, on the wrong side, actually the right side. Mark down from the right side what she tells you to in the pattern and put a piece of tape. And I gotta use some 1/4-inch tape. I don't know about you guys, but 1/8-inch tape just doesn't cut it for me. Sometimes it does, and sometimes it doesn't, and I just don't like the struggle with it, honestly. Take the paper off the tape. See how easy that is to come off? Then take piece I, which is the side contrast piece, and we're going to lay that on that line. Just like that. Okay? And then we're going to stitch 1/8 of an inch there. Okay, now if you have any hangover, then just trim it. I do have a little bit of hangover here. Although I'm not going to trim it yet because I don't know if I need it. I just don't know yet. Let's wait. Let's wait just a minute. Okay, then on your, so you got these two. A lot of pieces, guys, just saying. Take your exterior top A and mark down what she tells you to in the pattern. Put a little piece of double side tape there. Okay. Let me read this. Hold on. All right, so take the exterior top, which is this piece, lay it wrong side up. Take your little piece of tape, backing off your tape. That's what I said. And lay your lining piece on that line centered. So it's not going to go all the way across. It was mostly just barely on each side. Oh. That tape is just not working. Not good enough. All right, let's try that again. There we go. All right, so lay that. I gotta do it so I can see what I'm doing. Okay, so there's just a little bit on each side. I'm going to turn that over and we're going to top stitch 1/8 of an inch from the bottom. take one of your upper and middle credit card slots, turn it this piece right side up, and we're going to nestle that right in there. And stitch across the bottom. Actually, we're gonna stitch oh my goodness, you can't see that. This is a line that's on the pattern piece, so I put it on the wrong side instead of the right side. How about that? Now we're going to stitch across that. And we're going to repeat that with the last upper and middle card slot. Just like that. Beautiful. And I got to mark that one too because I did it on the wrong side. Okay. I would suggest that we get a card and test these. So here's one. Oh, that's perfect. Here's another one. Oh my gosh, that's perfect. How about that? All right, next step. So take your completed piece with your zipper, and we're going to nestle that in the same place. Very interesting. Clip in place. And you should have those two lines that we drew earlier. We're going to stitch across both those lines. Very interesting. Okay. You can barely see my lines, but they are there. And one more. Okay, so that's what you have. Let's see, this becomes another card slot. Let me just see. Oh my. Perfect. Okay. Next step. All right, so with this piece that we just created with our card slots, turn it wrong side up, lift up this lining piece, add some double-sided tape where your little zipper pocket is. Take the tape off. Just smooth that down. And this doesn't match down here, and that's okay. I'm going to add some more double-sided tape, as scary as that might be, out of the seam allowance. And I'm just using 1/2 inch. I thought that would be easier, but I think I was sadly mistaken. And take your tape paper off the tape. Okay. Your credit card slots are on top. This is the wrong side. Take the exterior piece, the exterior lining back with the little extra piece on the side, and lay that right on top. And smooth that out. Interesting. Turn it right side up. And we're going to clip all the way around that. I don't know. It's interesting. I'm going to move my little zipper pull to the center. Pardon me. Okay, so now we're going to do some stitching. On the right side, your credit card slots are on top. That's what it looks like on the back. And we're going to start about a 1/2 inch in. Let's see that. And sew down the side and come around and about a 1/2 inch in. Then we're going to sew between these two stitching lines and pull those threads to the back. Interesting. And I'm gonna pull all those threads to the back. Okay, so now you take your, what is this called? Let me tell you. The upper slip pocket, the one with the credit card slots. Add tape below a line that you created on the top and above a line that you created on the bottom, and then a line under each card slot. Okay? Leave it wrong side up. Take the tape underneath the first bottom card slot off. With your lining wrong side up, we're going to center that underneath that first card slot. We're going to turn it over and we're going to stitch between our holes underneath. Now I'm back stitching. She has you tying off, which is good. Okay. Ooh, that was hot, Bob. Okay. Turn it, keep it wrong side up. Put another little piece of tape here. And we're going to fold that down. Just like that. Just pull it nice and taut. Take the tape off the second little card slot and bring that up. Whoops, let me see. Bring it up. Oh, matching. Oh, I get it. Sorry. You gotta match. Put the tape on this one. So we're gonna match that down here. Huh. Smart. Oh my gosh. Let's test it just to be sure. Oh my gosh. It's a perfect card slot, you guys. Okay. So I put the tape, the bottom of my card slot lining there, and then it's up here. We're going to turn it right side, stitch underneath that second card slot between the holes. Very interesting. I like it. I love it how different people do the card slots. Okay. Perfect. And then we need a little more tape. A 1/2 inch up from the bottom of this card slot, and I'm just going to draw a line. Right above there. Okay. And we're going to fold that down. And then we're going to bring that up. Oh my goodness gracious. Smart, smart, smart. Huh. And bring that up to that line that we already had there with the tape. Okay, let's test both card slots. Oh my gosh, they're perfect. Okay, next step. So on the back, on the side that has the wider cutout, mark in and trim those card slots to what she tells you in the pattern, and on this side as well. Put tape across the raw edges here and here, and above that a line that she had you draw on the bottom. Then take your card slot slip pocket backing, take the tape off, those 3 pieces. And we're going to lay that card slot backing on top of all that. Oh my, very smart. Just like that. Very interesting. Okay. Now we're going to put another little piece of tape here on the bottom, and we're going to fold that up to that previously drawn line. Interesting. Turn that over and top stitch. Okay. Starting at that little niche, and I'm back stitching. Okay. So that's what you should have. Very interesting. So now on each side here, we're going to add a little more tape just over those raw edges on the top, the side, and the sides. Okay, interesting. All right, the next step. All right, take your lower slip pocket like this and draw a line from the top down. Put a piece of tape there, sides and bottom. Take all the tape off, if you dare. It's easier to get it to disconnect when it's on cork. Okay. Take your last slip pocket lining and lay it below that line all the way around. Oops. Yeah. Perfect. Okay. Now, draw a line from the top down. What she tells you to in the pattern. And add a piece of tape across the top, and we're going to fold that down. Okay. And we're going to fold that down and top stitch that. Between our two notches, so we don't sew beyond our notches. Interesting. All right. We're getting there. Getting low on pieces. Okay. Love it. Turn it over. Add some tape on all three sides except for the top. Okay. Set this piece aside. Now take your ID window, and she has you put tape on the clear piece. I'm putting it here. I probably shouldn't just go rogue, but I'm going to. On all four edges. Okay. Then we're going to add our lining, ID clear window, I should say, and we're going to sew all the way around that. And I just realized, I think, no, this is right. Yeah, okay. You got to make sure that you cut it out correctly, and I just was trying to make sure I did. And we're just going to add that there. Turn it right side up and stitch all the way around. Okay, measure down 1/2 inch from the top. I just should have just done this. Add some double side tape, and we're going to fold and top stitch that down. Oh, goodness gracious, bulb. Okay, fold it down to that line. And top stitch. Between your two niches. Okay. Burn any threads. Okay. So that's what you have. I like the rounded in here. I like the roundness, not the straight edges. Now we're going to add some more double-sided tape to the sides and the bottom. Not the top. We got to be able to slip our ID in there. Okay. Perfect. Next step. Okay, this next step is very interesting. So take your pattern piece U, which is just a template. You're going to lay your interior lining piece so that it fits inside that template. Okay, and mine does. Then you're going to measure up from the bottom. And mine is just a little bit too long, so I'm just going to trim it just a hair. Yeah. Measure up from the bottom of your lining, what it tells you to, and we're going to lay our center piece right side up, and it should come to this template, just like that. Okay, but on this piece first, oops, just dropped it. I'm going to clip that back in place. So this piece of paper behind here is just a template. On the back here, I have double-sided tape on each side of the decaville that is already there. Okay. And then I'm going to measure up what it tells you to in the pattern. Very interesting. And we're going to lay this piece with the longer tab to the right inside that line. And it should match the outer template. Very interesting. Very smart. We got paper everywhere, okay? Then we're going to stitch across the long edges. Oops. Take your template away. Don't stitch it to your template. Oops, that would have been not good. The bottom and the top of that center piece. Okay, trim your don't burn it, Bob. Okay. Love it. Okay. Now take, let me read this, hold on. All right, take the template, put this piece back on the template with the larger cutout on the left. Take your card slot piece, and we're going to nestle that there. And I'm just putting them on here to start with. And then take your bottom slip pocket and nestle it on the left. So just like that. And then take your ID window and lay it along the template. Oh, I see. Okay. Interesting. Okay. All right. So now let's remove the template. Okay, I know what I'm supposed to do now. All right. Take the tape off this top credit card sleeve piece all the way around. Oh dear, if I can get it off. Okay, and we're going to nestle that just like she has you in the pattern, just like that. Okay. Okay. Take this piece and we're going to nestle that on underneath that center. Okay. Tape's coming off. It's sticking to me. Okay. Very interesting. Take the tape off your ID window. Oh, goodness gracious. A lot of tape. Sometimes it's my friend and sometimes it isn't. Okay. And then we're going to lay that right on top of that. Interesting. Okay, let's lift it up. I got some tape on my, oops. Yeah. Okay. Wow, keep that all clipped in place. Then we're going to put some tape back here. And we have our interior lining back piece with the ID window. Oops. Let me see. Yeah, like this. Okay. Take the paper off the tape if you dare to try. And we're going to lay our piece right side up. right side up, matching the right edge. Your ID window is on the bottom. Interesting. Okay, I gotta clean up some tools here. Okay, so that's what you should have. Your card slots are on the top, your ID windows on the bottom, and you have extra on this right side. Okay. Double-sided tape along this edge. Oh, okay. And we're gonna do a little false stitching here, and then we're gonna stitch. Let me read it, hold on. Okay, so we added tape here. We're gonna take the double-sided paper off, and we're gonna fold all that over. Oh my goodness, I love it. Fold that over. Very interesting. Okay. Then we're gonna start a 1/2 inch in top stitch and stop a 1/2 inch down. And then we're gonna do a little faux stitching over here, just like we did on the other side. Okay. And I am in a back stitch. Whoops. Oops, I need to come in a 1/2 inch, darn it. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. All right. Alright, now let's do that little faux stitching just between these two here. I am back stitching. Okay. You can't even really see my back stitching, so I feel okay about that. Perfect. Okay. Oh my goodness, it's coming together. Huh. All right, next step. All right, now we're going to put it all together. So we're going to stitch it together in 2 phases. So the ID window and the side with our card slots up top, we're going to add those together. It's pretty thick. Very interesting. All right, turn that over, and then we're going to stitch from this faux stitching line up and over and stop where we started over here. Interesting. Okay. And I'm back stitching. And we'll stop where we started over here. I'm just going to put an extra little stitch there. Yeah, I don't like that. Hold on. There we go. That's better. Okay, let me clean that up a hair. Okay. Then we're going to pull this down to match and clip that in place. And I'm going to use these other clips that will hold it better. Let me grab them. These little clippies. I haven't decided how I feel about this. Okay, up here where the card slots are, we're going to attach, our ID. And I'm going to measure in. That was earlier, supposed to do that earlier. And then we're going to put that in there centered. Yeah. Oh, it's very cute. Okay. Let me get that centered. There we go. Okay, I am just going to make sure that is centered by putting it with my snap. Oh yeah, perfect. Okay, then we're going to start at that faux stitching, come up and around, and stop over here. Cute. Okay. Let's see how we did. It's very cute. I do have some trimming to do. So over here, there's a bunch of cork showing. I'm just going to trim that off. I'm going to round my edges nice and even. Okay. And there's a little bit over here. And that is it. All right, let me put you up here. All right, so the first time you make anything is always not as nice as you'd like it to be. So that is definitely the case here. It's not, I wouldn't sell this. It's very cute though. Tiny little slip pocket here. It gets a little thick. So I'm not really sure how to fix that. The thickness is mostly on this side, right here. But, I mean, everything is together perfectly. I got stuff everywhere. You have 2 card slots that work perfectly there. Perfect. You have your ID window there. You have a slip pocket here, a slip pocket here, and then on the back, you have 3 more card slots and a little zipper pocket. And then you have your cash piece. So I'm going to think about what I would do different and I'll come back. All right, so I think what I'm going to do for the next one, it's really a cute little, it's a very cute wallet. Very compact. She gives you SVG files, number one. I am going to use the SVG files to cut it out on my brother's Scan and Cut. I think that will help with the precision, although I don't really think I have any issues there. And then she does recommend using ripstop, which is very thin, and I have some of that. So I may do that. I mean, the more I look at it, the more I clean it up. I think I am, number one, going to edge coat it. I think that will help make it look nice. So what would I do different? I would use a thinner material, like ripstop, for my lining. I would use my Scan and Cut to cut out the pieces. I think that will make a precision difference. And other than that, I like that I used a 14 millimeter snap here. I think it works perfectly. But for such a little bitty wallet, it has a lot to it. Zipper pocket, 3 card slots. You open it up, you have 2 more card slots, an ID window, 2 slip pockets, and then a cash. So for a small little wallet, it packs a big punch. I really like it, actually. The Sakina Bifold wallet from Craftfully Made. I'm actually very impressed. There you go. I would not skip the Decaville either. I think that helps. Now, I use Lux Fuse, so I don't know how much of a difference that makes. I think on my next one, I'll use Decaville Light instead of the Lux Fuse. Lux Fuse is somewhere in between Decaville Light and Decaville Heavy, so it may have been too thick. So I am going to edge coat this, and I will sell it as a tester. It's very cute. All right, thanks for watching. Go get the pattern and make your own. Bye-bye.